Hey, Mr. JK here. Back after a long while of being gone. Sorry, I've been. Uh, I don't really have an excuse, really. But, anyways, um, I'd like to go ahead and give a quick shout out to John Pearson and Jacob Peterson, Ton Henson. Those are the three that originally got me into like pretty much encouraged me to do this kind of thing. Um, so I'd like to give a shout out to those three people in particular. Casey Tubbs, yeah, I'll give a shout out to you too, as I know you'll probably end up watching this. Um, Real quick, this is 100% unscripted, so you'll probably hear a lot of pauses and all that stuff in between while I kind of um, you know recompose my just kind of readjust to kind of um, get a hold of myself or whatever. So, anyways, um, you guys might be kind of a little confused on the title of this whole video called Name Change with the question mark. Well, that is because of this whole uh, Black Lives Matter movement type deal. Um, there have been other things that are not particularly around Black Lives Matter type of deal. I'm not saying that they don't matter. They do matter. Black lives do matter, but I'm going to be adding this in. All lives matter. All right. But it did trigger um, other things to happen, such as a whole ideal of the Washington Redskins possibly changing their name. Well, that's going to happen. Officially today, they have announced that they are going to, after 87 years of being known as the Redskins, um, they're going to be retiring the official name and the logo of the Washington Redskins. Now, even though they have not introduced what their new name is going to be, what they're going to be called, they are officially done with the name Redskins because it is offensive against um, the Native Americans, I guess. So, in that aspect, there has been certain names that have been coming up, even before they came up and announced uh, the fact that they're going to be retiring the name the Redskins. There have been a lot of people coming in and putting in their 2 cents and saying what should be the next name for the Washington football team in Washington D.C. And well, amongst those names were names such as the Warriors, which it would be kind of cool that it, having the Warriors, seeing that Dan Snyder, the owner of the Redskins, or I should say the Washington football team now, uh, it was already had that name, but he wanted to use that on an arena football team before. So that's besides the fact there's already a professional team called the Warriors. So it'd be kind of confusing to some, but yet if you look elsewhere in sports, there's also um, like there's a baseball team called the St. Louis Cardinals. There's a football team called the Arizona Cardinals. So I can kind of see where that kind of fits. And the Washington team would not have to change the color scheme of their uniforms. Um, then there's the idea of the Americans. Well, that's a good idea because it's it kind of celebrates the fact that we are in America. But there's already a team called the Patriots. So Americans, the Patriots, it's be kind of two things that kind of have to deal with the whole ideal thing there. That's related to the same thing. Wolfpack, um, that's that's been suggested. Uh, Braves, the original name of the team that they had before, but the problem with that is that's another Indian name, and there has been certain sources that have come forward supposedly that said that any Native American name that is said, regardless if it's celebrating Indians or not, is like totally off the table. So if they choose to go back to the Braves name, that's just kind of going backwards a little bit. One name that I kind of like that has been kind of popular, um, besides the name the Warriors, has been the Red Tails, which kind of is a contribute to uh, the the very first team of men that were African Americans back in World War II. I'm kind of in favor of that. If you're going to be kind of having to contribute to something, because the Tuskegee Airmen were a pretty good batch of pilots, and I want to get across to you guys that I am not one person that is going to say that this race is 100% bad. This race is 100% good. There's good and bad in every single race. All right, we're all human. We all bleed the same red when we end up getting cut. So it's uh, basically um, we, we 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 all make mistakes, and so therefore there is good and bad in everybody. That's just the way I look at it. And so when I look at the politics, either side is either side is has its faults. It's just I vote one way because the other way doesn't uh, particularly look at a certain thing that as that I find as favorable as the other side does. So basically, that's just the way it goes. I'm not going to tell you my political views because this is not a channel to even um, unload that. All right. So, anyways, now the Black Lives Matter has also triggered some other stuff ever since the unfortunate death of George Floyd. It also has brought back up the um, subject of kneeling in football, which is going to be done by not just players and but also coaches, and not just um, African Americans / blacks, also whites and all races that are going across the football league. And there's even, I believe, the owners and GMs and all that. There's all kinds of people across the NFL that are going to be uh, kneeling during the national anthem. Has even been talked that the national anthem be removed because it has been said to be like have like some kind of racial line in it. And by the way, I read all the way through it. If you guys want to point it out where it's at, tell me, because I did not see it when I read all the way through it myself. All right. It clearly states the story about what happened back in 1812, and the glad that our flag was bursting and or still waving in the air as the bombs were like filtering out and all that stuff. I never once saw a line that in there that read it as being a racial slur at all against any kind of group. As far as I saw, it was 100% universal. So if you can point it out to me where it's at and show me that I'm wrong about it, go ahead and point it out to me. Otherwise, just uh, please drop the matter of whether or not it's racist in that song. All right. Now, um, and Roger Goodell has even come forward on and kind of backtrack on another topic, because he actually apologized for not listening to the players when they were when they were trying to make a stand against police brutality, when people were on this side indicating that when they were kneeling on the field, they were being disrespectful to the country. All right. Now, I can see both sides still yet saying, yeah, it'd be disrespectful to the country kneeling on the field and all that stuff during the national anthem. But on the other hand, there is actual police brutality that has gone too far. All right. Now, that is the side that Roger Goodell has gone on and said he is he has apologized for not hearing that side of the story. So therefore, he's welcoming into the league anyone who wants to kneel during the national anthem type of deal. And now he's even welcoming back Kaepernick. Now, whereas I think he deserves a second chance, I just don't want him back on my team type of deal, because I don't want this whole um, conspiracy thing saying, oh, the Niners are Kaepernick fans, blah, 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 blah. And now you're still backing the team that that Kaepernick was a part of, and blah, 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 blah. No, the whole thing is, I've been a Niners fan since the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and Steve Young days. Jerry Rice is my favorite player of all time, and hands down the best receiver of all. All right, but and all that stuff. All right, so it's not it's and it's, even though that my confidence has kind of wavered throughout the years, throughout the like having the Kaepernick on the team, to have this controversy come up. You know, I just don't want the controversy on the team as far as that goes. Now, I apologize if I said anything that is kind of offensive. All right. I apologize right now, and I will continue to apologize for as long as I have to, as so, for saying any kind of offensive remarks. All right. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the updates that I have right now as far as sports goes. As far as the sports goes, sorry for being gone. I promise to have the history of sports instead of current sports things because there's not much. There's still much not going on for sports. I am, however, trying to work with a certain buddy of mine indirectly to kind of get a like pretty much a like we I don't want to say argue back and forth type of show, but like a opinionated kind of show, and we kind of feed off each other type of deal where I say one thing and then he says his opinion and I say my opinion and back and forth and so forth and vice versa. Uh, and so that's basically kind of in the works. I can't tell you when it's going to happen because I don't know when it's going to happen myself, but it's there's a lot of topics that myself and this other guy agree with and disagree with. So it's going to be a really, really good, at least one show type of thing when I get it uploaded. Um, so we're going to have, for better lack of phrase, a debate on uh, what we uh, hold on certain things, like the you know what, I'm not even gonna give you give away what kind of issues are going to be there because it might change. There's certain issues that are going to be there, but there's certain other issues that might change between now and then. And if the first show works out the way that I think it's going to work out, then there should be some more. And I just don't want to give away too much before the thing actually happens. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I gotta go uh, and maybe doze off for a couple of hours, anyways, because I got a certain 1 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. shift to get ready for down in Rockford. So, anyways, um, without further ado, this is Mr. JK signing off. Peace.